Hey guys, I wanted to put together a video here of the deck that I'm planning to play for the upcoming qualifier weekend historic tournament. And so this is kind of a take on mono white aggro, but in historic. There are a couple versions that have multiple colors or like a light splash, but I'm deciding to go just straight mono white. And I've been working on kind of the main deck mana base. So it's a work in progress, but this is kind of a shell that I'm working with currently. And we're running 19 lands, just trying to keep the land count as low as possible and just be as explosive as possible. The one drops we're running, basically every one drop here is a 2-power creature or has the ability to be 2-power. And then we're running a couple portable holes just for early threats and also for Brave the Elements to be able to kind of push through the final points through anything. And then for our 2-drops, we've got Coppercoat Vanguard, Thalia's Lieutenant, which both buff our team. 2 copies of Thalia, just because we only run 6 spells in the entire deck, and 4 copies of Sigurd and Evangel, which allows us to basically tap anything that we're facing to be able to, again, push through those final last points of damage. This is also a nice combo here with Lurrus, because we have the ability to recur things from our graveyard with this companion. And so with Sigurd and Evangel, when you use it, it will basically you'll have a copy that ends up in your graveyard, and then you can use that to continue recasting it with Lurrus. For the sideboard, we have basically the other 2 copies of Portable Hole, just for early threats to deal with. I also put in 4 copies of Patriarch's Humiliation as another way just to, again, if there's a lot of early threats we need to remove, for example, against goblins or against elves, they have just a ton of creatures that are all problematic. And then we have 2 copies of Tormod's Crypt. We're not running Rest in Peace because we have our own graveyard strategies with Lurrus. And then 2 copies of Cathar Commando, which helps against any kind of artifacts or enchantment decks, which we can then recur every turn with Lurrus. And then finally, we've got, I believe, 4 copies of Esper Sentinel, which against decks that do run a lot of spells, just gives us a lot of card advantage. The reason I'm not starting it in the deck is because, again, we really want our deck to be as explosive as possible and every creature to have at least 2 power on turn 1, ideally. Alright, so with that, we're going to get into a couple games, and let's do a couple, I guess, ranked queues here. So, even though these ranked queues, let's see if we can do best of 3.
While other formats focus on new cards, historic is all about, well,
okay,
history.
But yeah, I've been really happy with the deck. I've run it through a couple historic metagame challenges, and yeah, I am learning the format. I have not done historic before, so just kind of learning all the different decks that we're up against has been it's been taking some time. But I just wanted to get a couple games in just to kind of showcase the deck a little bit for you guys. Okay, so not sure if this is goblins or maybe like, is it wizards? Okay, some combo deck, I guess. I haven't even seen all the decks, so. And I think we probably want to shut this down with Thalia as soon as possible. instead of trying to deal with this. Yeah, so here I think we're just going to tap his guy, play another Knight Counselor. Although it might be worth holding up Brave the Elements if he tries to wipe our board with like Brotherhood's End, which he could do next turn. So I just don't know what this deck runs, but let's start getting in here. So I think we probably do want to hold up protection. I guess if we don't and just drop our hand, we'll be able to almost get there in a turn or so. But again, I'm not sure just like too much what we're up against. I think I'm just going to hold up protection. Okay, so now we've got 2 copies of Brave the Elements. We can just use them to kind of push through here. So he's at 13. We can also tap his guy and then hold up protection, which I think is probably a move here. So I assume he has some kind of board wipe. Okay, and then he did seem to have some graveyard recursion, I guess with like Strike It Rich, so maybe we bring in like Tormod's Crypt. And possibly Portable Hole, but I think that maybe Esper Sentinel will be good here. And then what to cut? Definitely want to keep our Thalias in. I kind of like our top end, and then maybe just kind of cut I guess some of the lower end. I don't know how much he has in the way of like enchantments or artifacts to deal with, so not sure about Hopeful Initiate. I think I'm going to try cutting a couple of Venerable Knights maybe, and a couple of the Initiates, and just leave in a couple Portable Holes. Bring in the Tormod's Crypt. Actually, I think I'll bring in 2 more of the Portable Holes. But yeah, just basically just trying to get in as many games as possible to get ready for next weekend, or actually, I guess, yeah, 2 weekends from now. But all right, so let's lead out here with Esper Sentinel. I think he runs a lot of spells. Again, I'm not sure. I haven't seen this deck before. And then I think I'm going to be a little careful. Maybe I should leave mana up for like a board wipe, because then we're majorly slowed down if we get board wiped here. Yeah, he had a Cinderclasm. So we are walking a little bit into another Cinderclasm here, unfortunately, but I feel like we just need to push some damage. And then also, I guess we can start getting ready to recur with Luris. But yeah, Esper Sentinel seems to be very good against this matchup. Did have the Brotherhood's End. Unfortunately, didn't have the Brave Elements ready. Oh, it's Charbelcher. Got it. Okay. So we can make some Evangels. I think, does this just kill us next turn? I'm not sure. I haven't played against Charbelcher. Yeah, okay. Okay. I assumed it would kill us in one hit. Alright, so, yeah, against Charbelcher, we want all the Brave the Elements for sure. It's my alarm. And then I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to take out these crypts. And just kind of add some of this other stuff back in. Okay, let's go with that. There's so many decks in Historic, and I've only run up against a couple so far. Kind of a weak hand, but we have a couple 1-drops. And then here, I guess with Dauntless Bodyguard, we can run both of these out. I would run out Sentinel, but I think we want to be able to make sure we can get Initiate going, so... I think I'm going to protect Officer here. And then just getting Lurrus ready to be mana efficient here. Cinderclasm, okay. Yeah, we just want to be able to keep recurring. Yeah, okay, that's going to be enough. So yeah, I've run into a couple different decks, run into Goblins, run into Elves, Is It Wizards, I guess now, Charbelcher, Mono, or Blue-White Control. Yeah, so there's a lot of decks out there, but yeah, I just want to get in as many games as possible here, getting ready. I'm going to try to upload some more videos. I've got a bunch of stuff going on this weekend, so I don't have time to make this a longer video right now, but yeah, I'll get some more stuff up, and thanks guys again for watching.